we have already looked at a couple of ways to translate figures. The first way was when we have a figure graphed on a coordinate plane, and we move each of the vertices following the directions that they gave us, and then redraw the translated image or the prime image. The second method we used was to use the directions to figure out what changes we needed to make to the x coordinates and the y coordinates, and then we simply looked at all the vertices, changed the x and y's as we needed, and came up with a prime. Now they're going to show us an image that has been translated, and we have to try and tell you how that happened, okay? So I don't just want it moved this far left and this far down. I want to know what happens to each of the vertices. And that's okay because we kind of did this in the previous example. So let's take a look at this. If I am translating, it's very important to know that they want us to go from A to B. Because if they asked us to go from B to A, the directions would be completely different. They would be opposite. So pay attention to what direction. And I realized that to get from A to B, I have to go over 1 or 1 to the left. And I have to go down 2 or 2 down. Now, we just finished working with these. We finished working with these in the last example. And 1 to the left, we decided that means we're dealing with the x-axis because it's a horizontal change. And then to the left means we're subtracting. In this case, we're subtracting 1. So that would be x minus 1. The y-coordinate, we see that it's going down. So that means we're subtracting. And in this case, 2, so it's going to be y minus 2. And then if we put that together, the rule for the translation of this image is x minus 1, y minus 2. So if they want you to give you an answer in translation notation, they're basically looking for the rule. What do I do to every single point on this image to end up in the proper place on this image? Okay, well in this case, x minus 1, we move 1 to the left, y minus 2, we go 2 down. This is another example. It is not in your book, but if you notice, it's very important to know that we're going from A to B, or else people tend to work backwards. So in this case, I know that I'm going 2 to the left, so 2 left, and I'm going up 4, so 4 up, and I can translate that as 2 to the left is the x-axis, and we're subtracting 2. 4 up is the y-axis, and we're adding 4. So the translation notation, or the rule for this translation, is x minus 2, y plus 4. Go ahead and get started on the guided practice.